Right, hi guys. So in this video I'm going to talk about two apps, two kind of social media type apps. One which you'll definitely know, and I'm going to talk about how to utilize them and kind of use them in a way to get your business off the ground and generate customers. So this is aimed at people who haven't yet started, or if you've just started. So the first one is Facebook. We all know Facebook, I'm assuming. But what I did in the beginning to get this kind of business off the ground, so at one stage, the two apps that I'm going to talk about were getting us 50% of me work, new leads and stuff, new customers. Basically, it goes without saying, if you do a good job, the customer will tell people. Word of mouth is the best. But obviously, it's the chicken and the egg situation. You need customers to be able to profit from word of mouth. But if you've already started, if you just started, how do you get customers? So basically Facebook. So what you want to do, and it's really important, is set up a Facebook account for your business page, whatever you call it these days. And the most critical thing, and I see this mistake being made time and time again, is you want pictures on there of before and afters that are visibly and obviously good. Now, what do I mean by that? I've seen pictures where, let's say, for example, you've done a border. You've spent hours on this border. You've got it looking lovely. But the customer only wanted you to do the border. The customer didn't want you to cut the grass. You've taken a picture of this border and the grass is long. And overall, the garden doesn't look great. So you're putting that picture on Facebook for the general public to see, and in my experience, the general public are not always, if you speaking of the general public here, so I'll have to be careful what I say. But some people are idiots, to to be quite honest with you. So, say someone's looking at this picture, they're looking at your profile, gardener. I'm wanting a gardener. They go down, scrolling through the pictures, they come across this picture. They might only see the grass, and it's not very good. What's he doing here? It's an extreme example, but it's absolutely relevant, and I see this time and time again. Whatever you put on your profile now, I post maybe once or twice a month just to stay active, and I'll get on to this point in a minute. So basically, anything I post on there that the picture is visibly nice, and I don't do this, but you might want to do this, is just kind of tweak it a little bit in your edits on your phone, like enhance the colour, the saturation a little bit, just just give it the edge a little bit. So that's one mistake that I see time and time again on people's profiles. So number two, you don't want to spam people. Now, if you're just posting on your own page, you kind of can post as much as you want a little bit, but be mindful of the fact that people don't want to see your posts time and time again. That's not a good thing, believe it or not. So what I did in the beginning, there's a dog barking here, I hope you cannot hear it. We'll see, maybe not. So there will be local groups, and I have a group that is named after the area that I've got most of my customers in. I don't want to give the name. But you will have local groups where you can join as either an individual as yourself or as the page, your business page, and you can kind of put your little posts in there. And that's how I got my business off the ground. And that's where you don't want to spam if you're in a group, because there'll probably be rules on spamming. There'll be rules in general over the group, so just obviously have a look at the group's rules first. You may not even be able to post adverts, and then in that case, well, you might not want to be in the group. But that's where you don't want to spam, because you'll just annoy people and you'll probably get kicked out. Okay, so before we go any further, if you're serious about starting your own gardening business, I've got something to show you here that will definitely be of use to you. I just want to tell you about a website called Designcom. Now, as I say, this video is for people who either have not started the garden business yet or who have just started, and this website is perfect. It basically covers everything to do with your brand as a business. So it covers all your stationery, that's all your kind of your leaflets, your business cards, all that kind of stuff. This website has basically people working for them, and it's totally bespoke. It uses kind of the latest technology to create logos and your overall brand, and you can tweak it and edit it. It's just absolutely spot on, and it also covers social media as well. So it's all in one place. And for someone just starting out, I think it can be really beneficial and maybe set you apart from the rest. Another point is you may have to do a little bit of free work to get your pictures, your before and after pictures. Or your own garden, family's gardens. You just need to get a start there, get a little foothold on there, and then like as you go, if you do a job and you think, oh, this looks quite good, take a picture. I always used to take pictures before, so in case obviously every job would look hopefully good at the end, but some jobs, are more visually kind of nicer than others, depending on what you've done. I think in the early days, I only maybe put grass cuts because you can, if it's a nice lawn, it'll look nice on the picture, blah blah blah. So you might want to do it that way. Another thing that I see time and time again, people doing wrong is kind of you put in your posts and all that. You might have a lovely picture or whatever, but your grammar or your spelling or how you've worded things is just like, it's just not right. And that would, in my opinion, would put people off as well. So if you're not confident, like not everyone's confident of spelling or like writing sentences, like there's obviously things online, ChatGPT would, give you a nice little summary to a picture. Ask people to help, do you know what I mean? But make sure it reflects you as a business, make sure everything that's on your profile is spot on. Why wouldn't you want that? If you've got two profiles, one's full of spelling mistakes, bad grammar, crap pictures, and you've got another profile which is spot on, you're going to go with that one. So just take your time. There's no rush. Just make sure what goes on there is right. Another thing that I do even now, so I'm 5 years down the line for anyone who's new to the channel. I just basically post every now and again just to keep my page active, because I don't know about you, but if I've got to look for a tradesman for something else, and I'll go through and I'll see someone hasn't posted for 6 months, your initial thought is, oh, is he packed in? So you just move on to the next one, rightly or wrongly. Now that person might be the best, let's say he's an electrician, the best electrician ever. He's absolutely chock-a-block, he's rammed. He's the best electrician in the world. He hasn't got time to be putting stuff on Facebook. And fair play, it's not obviously impacting his business. But I'm sat there thinking, is this person gone bust? So every now and again, even just once a month, stick something on. Just so people know that you're still going, basically. Right, okay, so the next app, as promised, it is called the Next Door Neighbor app. Now, I don't use this anymore. I did find it to be a little bit clunky. They may have changed it now. They may have updated it. Facebook, I think everyone's kind of familiar with Facebook, so I naturally gravitated towards that, and I've kept that going. But the Next Door Neighbor app differs to Facebook in that it can target specific areas, and I found this to be really useful in the early days. So when kind of you're just getting customers and your leads and new customers, and maybe all over the place a little bit, you might have kind of your core area, and that's kind of building up. But you might get a phone call from someone 10 minutes away, and you think, should I do it or not? But you need to in the early days because you need the money and you need the work. So you might drive 10 minutes, get that garden as a fortnightly garden. So once a fortnight you're driving, obviously outside of maybe your area. But what this app does, it targets specific areas. So you could target this area and put a post out and, do bits and pieces. So people who are on the app in that area can see it, and you can grow it that way. And that's what I did. It was absolutely spot on. And just kind of same principles apply, you know, make sure your pictures are good. You know, make sure all your sentences are well formed and, you know, blah, blah, blah. Same principles as Facebook. It's just social media. It's another type of social media. But I liked it because you could target specific areas. So please subscribe if you found this useful. It really helps the channel. Say hello in the comments if you are new. If you've got any questions, I'll do my best to answer. I can't go through all the comments and stuff. I might not even see them all, so I'll do my best anyway. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.